The Black Hood.
Criminals, beware. The Black Hood is everywhere. I, the Black Hood, do solemnly swear that neither threat, nor bribe, nor bullet, nor death itself shall keep me from fulfilling my vow to erase crime from the face of the earth.
The Black Hood, who is really Patrolman Kip Verland, a fact known only to newspaperwoman Barbara Sutton, has just been talking to Barbara on the phone. They were discussing the old miracle man and his strange housekeeper, Wamba. Sergeant McGinty, Patrolman Verland's superior, had thought their visit to the voodoo doctor merely routine. But Kip Verland and Barbara Sutton were fascinated by the black magic of the old miracle man. In fact, the old man had given Barbara an odd emerald ring in a twined serpent setting. Wamba, the old housekeeper, objected to the gift. We find a telephone conversation between Kip Verland and Barbara Sutton has been interrupted by a stranger at Barbara's door. Verland is holding the line.
What are you doing here with a gun? You can't come in.
But I can't, Well, I'm in, and no one's going to stop me either. Not till I get what I came here for.
You can't get away with it.
Are you all right?
Yeah, there's no one around. I made sure the doorman was out. I came in and I walked up the stairs.
Well, I've heard enough of that. I'd better get over to Barbara's in a hurry. It's time for the Black Hood to go to work.
I've told you time and time again, that's all the money I have in the apartment. You've got all the silver and linen. What more do you want?
Now I'll have that emerald ring on your finger.
This ring? Why, that's not worth very much.
That's all right. I'll take it anyhow.
It's on my finger, and that's where it's going to stay.
I wouldn't want to have to shoot it off.
Well, aren't you satisfied? You've got everything of value in the place. I'm going to keep this ring.
Now, look here, I've tried to be nice with you. It looks as if I'll have to take it, but...
Oh, stop!
That'll be you in there. Open that door.
Someone here to help me, eh? Well, I'll get that ring yes if I have to kill both of you.
There he goes, Kip. Out the window and down the fire escape.
He didn't hit you with one of those stray bullets, Bab, did he?
No, I'm all right, but I guess except for my finger. He almost twisted it off trying to get this ring.
You poor kid. Well, he certainly made a fast exit.
I'll say he did.
Look here, he left his loot behind. Did you get a good look at him?
Yes, and I'm glad I asked you to hold the line. I think I'd better hang up the phone now. He had a mask over his face, and he wore a dark blue suit. Yes, and he had a cap on, too.
That is right. Here's his cap.
What an experience. I'm glad he left all that nice silver and linen behind anyway.
Babs, I have a hunch he never really wanted that stuff to begin with.
Well, what makes you think that?
Because here's a roll of bills, too. Your money, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Now, any good self-respecting robber puts money in his pocket, no matter how quick a getaway he has to make. He certainly takes something with him. Now, this visitor of yours was after something else, Babs. Here, let me look at that ring.
Here it is. I guess that's what I get for accepting presents from strangers. If the old miracle man hadn't given me this, it all might not have happened.
Yes, you've got something there, Barbara. This man was after the ring. You mind if I take it with me? I'll return it later.
You're certainly welcome to it. If it means I'm going to have thugs breaking into my apartment, I can just as well return it to the miracle man.
Oh, no. That's one thing we're not going to do.
Well, why not?
Someone seems to be too anxious to get it back.
Well, you expert, Miss Sutton. There's no one dragged you into the newspaper business, did they?
You sound just like my father. No, I'm not complaining, really, Sergeant, but it is rather disconcerting to have a gunman break into your apartment and practically scare the wits out of you.
Oh, yes? You don't scare so easy. So he didn't take anything, did he?
Well, luckily, I mean, luckily, Kip came just in time. You see, I'd been talking to him on the phone when the door buzzer rang.
Kip's a good boy. I guess you know that.
I hope she knows I'm a good boy. Good afternoon, Sergeant.
Hello, Kip.
Hi, Beth.
Say, it's too bad you didn't get that sneak thief this afternoon.
I wouldn't call him that, Sergeant.
Why not? Now listen, I've had 25 years of dealing with men just like that. What I'd have done was to let him get away with something. Then the rest is easy. You just check up on all the fences in town, trail your man that way, and before you know it, your crook is in jail.
Well, Sergeant, I have an idea that this man was after something else when he broke into Barbara's apartment. And I'll tell you why. Now, listen.
Tonight, we work magic again.
Yes. Tonight at midnight, we have a voodoo to perform. This time, it is to be a young man.
Last night, old man died from voodoo. Will be buried tomorrow.
He deserved to die. He was cruel. He beat his wife and children. She came to me in tears to beg for help.
Wamba no, Wamba see.
Tonight we work our black magic on a younger man. He is a thief, the greatest of thieves. He has stolen from his father.
Voodoo will be hard. Young man healthy, and Wamba's magic ring gone.
But the voodoo will work. It always does. And forget about the emerald ring.
Dagnabbit, Kip. Maybe there is something to what you say. I'll tell you what. Tonight at midnight, I'll go down there myself to this miracle man's place.
You want me to come with you?
No, not tonight. They know you, but they've never met me. You know the old saying, a new broom sweeps clean.
Well, what are you going to do, Sergeant? Arrest him?
No, I haven't got any evidence to arrest him on. For that matter, what charge have we got against him? But if, as Kip here says, that old emerald ring came from the Miracle Man's shop, and this gunman seems to be specially interested in it, then maybe...
You mean maybe the old woman, Wamba, knows something about it?
Now, that's possible, Miss Sutton. All right. I'm going down there tonight at about 11:30. And in plain clothes, too.
I feel important being taken to my office in a police car.
Quite a thrill, huh?
If you want to pick me up later, Kip, I have only about an hour's work to do. Little story about the triplets born on their mother's birthday up at the Northville Hospital this morning.
So they got you on that vital statistic stuff now.
Well, if you remember yesterday at the police station, you were asking about the list of people born, married, and dead. Well, that gave me the idea. I suggested it to Mr. Worthington, and there you are, another byline feature.
Babs, you may have a really startling story to write soon on almost the same subject.
Oh, I don't follow you, Kip.
It all depends on tomorrow morning's vital statistics list.
Kip, I wish you'd stop talking in riddles. Let me in on it. I'm dying of curiosity.
So am I. Here, let's pull in here for a minute under these trees.
Okay.
I've got something to tell you. Right about here would be all right, I think. Nice and romantic, huh?
Oh, don't tell me that the great Verland is suddenly going romantic.
No, Babs, it's strictly business. Now, last night, at a little past midnight, the Miracle Man and Wamba claimed that their magic or voodoo killed a man.
Oh, Kip, are we going through all that again?
Well, it's been bothering. And now that this ring stuff has popped up and this little souvenir's around...
Why, that's the cap the gunman left in my apartment, isn't it? I'd forgotten all about it.
I didn't. McGiddy and I checked it over, and there's no way of finding out who it belongs to. We'll get to the cap in just a minute. Now, last night, the old man and Wamba claimed they bumped off him.
Mm-hmm. We've been all through that, Kip.
Yet there's been no report of a violent death. And according to the vital statistics list, the only death of any kind that occurred around midnight was marked acute indigestion.
Well, so what?
Well, I've got the name of the man who died. He's due to be buried tomorrow afternoon. And right after dinner this evening, I'm going around to see his widow. And, young lady, maybe you'd like to join me.
No, thanks, Kip. I've got a story to write. Be glad to meet you afterwards, though. Hey, Kip, what are you sniffing at that cap for?
Just wondering about something. You could take a sniff of this, Barbara.
This all seems sort of silly, going around sniffing at old caps.
Go ahead, Babs. Go ahead, sniff it. Do you smell something familiar?
Yes. It wasn't exactly perfume. I know I smelt that scent before.
Think hard, Barbara. Could it be an incense of some kind?
Why, Kip, you don't mean that you...
Yes, I do. That's the very same heavy incense we noticed at the Miracle Man.
Well, then, Kip... Oh, no, that's impossible. Why, the Miracle Man has a beard down to here. And he's old. He must be at least 90. The thug who broke into my apartment and wore that cap was young. Why, he couldn't have been more than about 35.
Yes, you're right. But there is such a thing as a disguise, you know.
Well, then, Kip, if it was the old man in disguise, then why would he want to take such methods to get back a ring which he just willingly presented to me as a gift?
I've thought of that. But there's something else in that place, and someone else who might want this ring.
You mean Wamba?
He might want it for some reason or other.
Kip, you're twisting that ring around in your hand as if you wanted to make a wish over it.
That's an idea. Hey, suppose you put it on, rub it to make a wish. Here.
All right, this
Put it on.
doesn't make sense. Oh, what'll I say?
Oh, just put it on and rub it and say, abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
You rubbing it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, alakazam.
Alakazam.
Make your wish now. Boop, skip to rat trap.
I'm still wishing, rubbing, too. Boop, get a rat trap.
Karam.
Scram.
Huh?
Kip, look. Look, the ring's open.
It what?
Rubbing it somehow caused it to open. Look.
Be careful, Babs. Don't touch it. Just hold your hand steady. There might be a poison spring in that ring.
Well, the stone just slid to one side on a sort of hinge. Look.
Can you beat that? There's some kind of powder in here. Here, let me take that ring. Now, wait. Close it first.
Oh.
That's it. Careful. Don't want to lose that powder.
Well, what are you going to do with it?
First, I'm going to have that powder analyzed. Next, I'm on my way to visit a recent widow. And last,
Yes?
tonight a certain Miss Barbara Sutton will accompany the Black Hood on a secret mission at midnight.
Come on, old woman. I didn't come down here at midnight to play ping pong. What's going on downstairs?
Private place of Miracle Man. No one go in.
Says you. I get in everywhere without showing a ticket to.
Miracle Man no like people, no have appointment.
Is that so? Well, get out of the way, old woman. I'm going down there right now.
You like the African pottery?
No, I ain't interested in old pots or pans neither. Just put it away. Out of my way, you old mummy.
Oh, too bad, no like.
And so Wamba insisted that Sergeant McGinty pay some attention to her African pottery. Crashing the heavy vase on McGinty's head, down goes the good sergeant. Wamba has made good her claim that no one goes into the private chambers of the Miracle Man without an appointment. Now, what will she do with the unconscious McGinty? And what about the Black Hood? Has he been able to discover anything more about the emerald ring and the strange powder? If Wamba intends to harm McGinty, can the Black Hood and Barbara arrive in time to save him? Be sure to listen tomorrow for more thrilling adventures of the Black Hood. The Black Hood is a copyright feature of the NLJ Comic Magazine Group and is broadcast over most of these stations Monday through Friday at 5:15 p.m. This is Mutual.